I want to bring this up really quick. And I'll just let you guys know, like off rip, there's no, like David Peebles, who you guys see on the leaderboards, David Peebles, right? Jen Bassani, Bearcat Brandt, Ben Euler. These agents were always on the leaderboards before TV call-ins. Before there was a TV call-in lead, these agents have always remained on the leaderboards, even when we were doing outbound dials. And I say that to say this, there's no one lead that you're ever going to find out there that is just going to change your shit like that. There's no lead that you're going to find out there. And it's like, now I'm writing 60K a week. It doesn't exist, guys. Nothing you do is going to change the amount of AP that you write all crazy like that. You know what I mean? Like I do a lot of like working out, lifting weights and stuff. I use like the same 3 weight workouts every day. Like, cause I understand the bigger picture is just antagonizing those muscle groups. I don't need 20 different machines. I just need to hit one muscle group, 1, 2, 3, keep it so simple, right? A lot of you guys have found your niches, whether that's taking TV call-ins or any kind of inbound lead. A lot of you guys are taking, outbound leads and stuff like that. So the next step for you is to find your sweet spot. How many leads does it take for you to hit a comfortable number? And when you find that comfortable number, 3x it and write that number in your goals on your CRM. Like look at that number every day, right? Our goal should be to grow. It should, be to grow and be consistent. But first we have to be consistent.
Sorry to interrupt real quick. I got some really exciting news. A lot of you guys have been reaching out to me personally in my DMs or hitting that link that's in the description down below. That was to join us as an IMO, and you're telling me, hey man, I can't go anywhere because I'm contracted captive with the agency I'm at, or hey man, I just don't have the investment to buy leads right now to start with where you're at to get mentorship. Look, I understand guys, I've been there, done that. And I don't want to give up this opportunity for you to be able to get coached personally by me. So I created a group. It's called the Morning Huddle, guys. All you have to do is click the link below to join. I'm going to be completely transparent. It's $40. You'll get coached by me personally, be a part of these morning huddles, ask any questions that you guys have 3 times every single week. Okay, and it's only $40 a month. You're just lacking that community. You feel lost in an ocean without a life jacket or a lifeboat in sight. Come on, guys, let's go. Hit that link below. I'm looking forward to working with some of you guys and putting you in this community of agents who are doing the exact thing that you guys are wanting to do.
So once you have that number, go back and reverse engineer the week, your best week. How many leads did you take? How many conversations did you have? How much talk time did you have? And then get real honest and say, could I have done more? Right? And then how much more could you have done? And then write that number into your calendar. Like you guys, we have to live by the calendar. And I'm going to email this to you guys so that maybe on Friday's huddle or next Wednesday, we can write down every day. Maybe I'll pick on Noah, or we could use me or Ashley White, and we'll just say, hey, 9 a.m. What's your day looking like, right? And I'm not saying that to be like, I'm going to hold you accountable to your calendar, guys. I'm not getting paid the money you guys put up. I'm just sharing you what helped me out, be more consistent in my production. So, 9 a.m. you got kids, I got the meeting from 8:30 to, 9, right? 9 to 10. I'm running, doing that deal with my wife and working out, running with her and taking our walks. And then when I get back, I'm probably in the seat by 10:30. And then I dial from either 12 all the way to 12 or maybe 1:30. And then my schedule opens up for Met calls. So from 1:30 to about 3 o'clock, my availability is open for Met calls, and I'm not taking any dials. So if I have a Met schedule, guys, I won't hop back on the phones until 6 p.m. My schedule is not all crazy. Like, it's not like, I work from 9 to 10 o'clock at night. It's not all crazy. You know what I mean? Like I make sure to pencil in a little bit of time to like eat, spend a few, an hour or two with my family, with my kids. I got 3 kids, you know what I mean? So it's not all crazy like that. It's just very structured and it's disciplined. So we'll only elevate to the level that we are tracking our time. The hardest thing, especially with any call out, like call center is tracking your time. Like honestly, it really is. Because you'll sit down for like an hour and you'll think you're doing all these dials and all this work, and then an hour passes by. You should have 60 dials, but then it's like 10 dials and 5 minutes of talk time. And like getting up to use the bathroom takes like 15 minutes. Like I only know this because I worked at Assurance, and they used to spiff people out for having 3 hours of like actual time, like working, right? So dude, I would work from 7:30 a.m. until like you would think 10 o'clock or 10:30, I should have 3 hours. But by 10:30, I had like an hour and a half consistently. I'm like, dude, there's no way. Like, I'm literally I'm sitting here. But the problem is, like, you get up, you go to the bathroom and stuff like that. So, not to harp on it so much, it's just crazy how time can fly when, you know what I mean, you're not paying attention or dialing. So, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about was like, just get more consistent, figure out the numbers, right? And then obviously you got attitude and approach and then action. You know, every day attitude, right? How are you guys manufacturing your attitude in the morning? Does anybody have a system they use? Does anybody have videos, YouTube? What do you guys do in the morning to elevate your mood, right? Nothing? Waiting on me? Can't be me. I'm not motivational. I'll be real with you. My voice is
I do the
monotone.
intro. I do the intro a few times.
You do the intro?
Yeah.
What about to just like be in a better
just,
mood? Do you have a routine, Noah?
to be in a better mood, I my routine in the morning is just to get really quiet, to
Yeah.
not have a lot of distractions. Uh, Especially the first. I don't even look at the clock until I'm done with a cup and a half of coffee. So that's usually about an hour, hour and a half, just to think about what I'm going to do and how things are going. And I don't really try to get too stressed about anything.
Yeah.
And, not to get too personal, but I just ask to be useful.
Yes, sir. No, 100%. That's I love that. That gratitude in the morning. Yes, sir. Ashley, you have a routine you do kind of in the morning?
My routine's crazy in the morning. I have 3 kids, so I'm going crazy. But once I drop them off, my thing is I sit down with coffee and read the Bible and spend some time in prayer. That's my morning routine.
Nice. Every morning, right? So,
Mhm.
I do a little bit more action. Like my mind is just negative. Like I don't know what it is about me, but Jesse, scriptures, meditation, walk, beautiful. Guys, that is so awesome to hear. I'm so glad you guys have some kind of like routine in place. So every morning, if it's worth your peace of mind, like do it. You know what I mean? I do the same thing pretty much as Jesse. Like I get active in the morning. But dude, when I wake up, like I've always been this way. Like I've always said like crazy things to like my people. You try to wake me up in the morning. I'm like, please don't, like, just, you have to give me a couple minutes. Like, I will say some crazy things to people. I don't know if it's like a mental thing with me. So I literally have a process that saves me every single day. And it's just me whooping my ass in the morning. Guys, and at the end of the day, it's Noah, right? Noah reads and goes into a state of gratitude. And that's like, it changes my whole day. Like days that I don't practice gratitude and become of service, it's more like, all right, need to get some sales, need to get some sales. It's like, it ruins my day, right? You know what I mean? Like, but when I approach the day as like, I'm just going to do the best I can, like the archer that I always talk about, I'm going to pull back the arrow, I'm going to aim for my target, and then boom, I'm going to let go, and just all day, I'm just going to hammer and just aim, right? And I can't control the wind. I can't control an email that comes through. I can't control if someone picks up and cusses me out. But I will say this, a lot of those folks that we take personal on the phones, you'll call them back the next day and they're the sweetest person. They're the nicest. You're thinking, oh crap, is this Jesse who like cussed me out? And they're like, hello. And you're like, yeah, it's Anthony, just getting back to the final expense plans. How's it going? Oh yeah. I meant to call you back. Yeah. And what do you have? It's like life insurance. And they're just ready to listen for some reason. So I don't know. But yeah.
it's not to say that I don't have a touch of call reluctance.
Everybody does.
Right?
Everybody does.
You know, my mind will go to the negative stuff. But, you know, really, you know, when I pull back, it's like, what are we really doing here? We're talking to people on the telephone. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? They say no. Maybe they yell at us. Is my ass going to fall off? No.
Right.
You know? I'm just going to go on to the next one. So, you know, it's not hard physical work. It can be tedious, but that's about the worst of it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And it all falls down to this, like the calendar that I'm sharing. That's why I haven't like left the screen. At the end of the day, the only time that you should feel any kind of like, I don't even call it regret, but why can't, like, if you do things every day, regardless of this calendar, what are some things we do every day? Well, Monday through Friday, Ashley has 3 kids, so they're probably going to go to school, right? They're probably going to need to get picked up, or they take the bus home, which still requires her to, you know, her attention to make sure that they make it home safely. She probably cooks dinner, you know, probably has a way to clean the house. So just fill in the things that you already do and then schedule your time in for work. But once you get honest with yourself and you look at the times that you schedule for work, the only thing that you're accountable to is just showing up. And if you just show up, that's good enough. Like, most of you guys are, half the people on this call do not need to get better at selling. You just need to do more of what you're already doing. And that's just, you know, that's just I'll tell you 80% at digital, 80% of agents, not just people on this call, you know, are probably better than me at sales. Like, there's some real good people, like really good salespeople, and they're quick, they're witty, they have great rebuttals, and they're, you know, they'll just write an app and then take the win and then take the rest of the day off and then fail out of the business. Like, just being good isn't good enough. You know, you just got to show up every day and just stick to a schedule, man. Like, that's the only thing it is.
I adopted a formula. I adopted a formula.